What if everything you feel, think, and do is recorded in a cosmic database? What if this database helps align you spiritually, helping you heal emotional wounds, transform negative patterns, and if the timing is right, discover your soul's purpose in life? Our guest tonight, Camille, talks about the Akashic Records, Chakras, her spiritual journey, and sound bath healing. Enjoy. So how did you start? Parang when did it start for you, this journey?
I started with Reiki actually in the year of 2018. But prior to that, when you were sharing about we have the existential questions like who am I? So for me, it started maybe when I was 10. I was looking at the mirror. You can imagine I was only 10 years old or even 9. And I was like, who am I? Who are you? You're not Camille. You're not just Camille.
Okay.
So I was looking through my eyes, and I know that there's something beyond me, something beyond the physical world. And I knew that it's not just Camille in this 3D earth. So at a very young age, I already had those moments. And when I was younger pa, like maybe 4 years old, 5 years old, I already started seeing the invisible, but
Okay.
they were kind of visible to me,
Okay.
like elementals, dwarves, and my great grandpa. I saw him flying, all these things when he passed on. So those things. And then I usually am very sensitive to spirits around me. Like I would know if there's something.
So when you were seeing these things when you were 4 to 5, in the Philippines yon, ganon.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay. Was
Yeah.
there communication or mostly just mga visual or feeling lang?
Or just I can see them
Okay.
like walking around,
Okay.
hanging around at home, at our ancestral house.
Oh, can I ask where that? I mean, we can cut it out, pero
Yeah,
curious
sure.
ako.
It's in Rizal.
Ah, Rizal. Okay.
Yeah, because we stayed there. Our family stayed there, maybe for 14 years. But it was an ancestral home. It was my great grandfather's home.
I have a question kasi recently I had an interview with a girl na I'm not sure, I think taga Manila naman siya. Pero when she was talking about her experience, she was saying na, oh, when I was young, I would see duendes and all, na may experience siya with them. Tapos when I asked her to describe mga duende, sobrang iba yung description niya. So that's why when I talk to people who can see, let's say elementals, I like to ask them, how do you see them? So let's say duende, how do you see a duende? Or elementals?
They come in different forms, ah.
Okay.
Especially maybe recently when I had the Seraphim Blueprint. So it's working with the angels and also like connecting with the elementals. That was the first time that I saw fairies and elementals, and it's not what we usually see because
Okay.
they're portrayed in the movies or TV programs that they look in such a way that it's very different. But to me, if you would ask me to describe um height, maybe I don't know, maybe 1 foot to 2 feet in Batangas.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was during the pandemic, or I don't know, maybe 2019, 2020. It was at the resort because that was the time I was attending that specific class to connect with the devas and other spirits and elementals and fairies.
Okay.
They look different. Others have wings, others have long nose, others look like with hat. It's very different. Like
So yeah.
many legs.
Ah, okay. May ganun rin. Okay. Have you noticed, kasi so observation ko with the people I've talked to, again, people who can see, depending on the area, kung ano yung representation na nakikita nila for let's say elementals or other spirits. So example lang, I talked to this guy, a Filipino guy who is in Japan, and the guides he has and the spirits he sees are similar to the yokai in their culture. Pero in the Philippines, it's similar to our Capre Duende. So ganon. So, but for you, you mentioned Batangas, 1 feet to 2 feet. Sa ibang areas ba sa Philippines, they're taller or they look different?
It's really different.
Okay, okay.
Like what we are ready to see or what we are ready to view, that's what is going to be shown to us by the universe. So, 'di ba, that's how powerful we are because 'di ba, parang God is within us and kasi we were not brought up to know these things, 'di ba? It was hidden from us and we are not separated from God and we are all connected. So whatever it is that we desire, whatever it is that we want to see, and whatever it is that we are ready to see, that's what the universe is going to show us.
So yun, I'm not yet ready, universe. I'm not yet ready to see.
Yeah, but maybe if I can jump a little bit
Yeah.
because this was a very meaningful experience for me.
Yung Seraphim Blueprint, tama?
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Okay.
But it was because after Reiki, I had my Seraphim Blueprint classes, and it was really working with the angels. It was the first time I experienced being touched by an angel, archangel, and of course, it was through. I was on meditative state, and I was connecting with Archangel Michael, and I just felt like I was touched on my face, but very gentle, very gentle. It was like soft, cottony wings, feathery feeling. That was the that's how I felt. But of course, it was my first time, so I got scared.
Yes.
Got
Yes.
scared. So I just asked, and I just said, Archangel Michael and all the other archangels, remove the fear. Remove the fear because I want to be connected to you all the time. So in an instant, fear is gone. So the way that we work with the angels is really asking them, working with them. You tell them what you want, you tell them what to do. And when you ask, diba, you receive. Well, it's also in the Bible, ask and you receive. So it's very same for the angels. So they will not act if you do not ask them.
That's
Yeah, so that's it's very mystical
okay.
and magical at the same time. It's unusual.
So from that Seraphim Blueprint class, you went to Reiki after that, or
I did
Reiki was
Reiki
before?
first.
Ah, you read Reiki first. Okay. So
Yeah,
after that experience with the angels, what happened? What changed for you to okay? I'm going to these different healing modalities.
yeah, but Reiki also is all working with angels, but it's just that Seraphim Blueprint is really Archangel Michael, Raphael, Metatron, all the angels. So what changed? It helps me every day to be more compassionate, to be kinder every day because you have a better understanding of, like we have spiritual realm, and it's different when you connect with them, with the divine spirits, because you are basically in a different frequency, not in the physical earth. Like, you are there in that heavenly realm, aligned with the frequency of the angels. So you can visualize that it's very loving. Parang hinahele. It's
Oh, yes.
heavenly.
Oh.
That kind of feeling. You do not see them, we do not see them, but you're in the same frequency. So you're being bathed in divine love.
So I mean, technically you are still human, di ba? I mean, you live here, di ba? So how do you? Kasi I think that's one of the challenges for people who, again, baka because of the stuff I've heard and the people I've talked to, parang syempre, the goal is for some people, I'm not saying all of them, the goal is to at least, yun nga, you raise your frequency, you change your vibration, that you don't go into the lower ones, para you don't attract the ones that are there. So, given your experience with angels, how do you manage your daily life? Kasi, I mean, going out of your house, you're bound to experience frustration, anger with the different people you interact with. How do you manage that?
Well, it's also, I started with this because I know that I needed healing. So not physical, but well, you know that physical ailments are just manifestations of what we truly feel. So if you're familiar with the chakras, like we have like the root chakra, which is um, your tailbone, and then 2 inches below your navel is your sacral chakra. So it's about your creativity, sensuality, sexuality, and creating anything, and it's about play and pleasure. And then 2 inches above your navel is your solar plexus, which is your seat of confidence. It's color yellow. And then your heart, it's your heart chakra. It's about love, unconditional love. It's about forgiveness, anger, frustration, but we want it to be balanced, right? And then
Yes.
throat chakra, if you are speaking your truth or if you are not. Diba? Sometimes you cough or something if you cannot say what you are really ought to say.
Yes, yes.
Diba? It means that it's imbalanced, it wants to get out. And then you have the third eye chakra, like in the physical earth, diba? It's about your strategy, planning. But third eye is also about being open to seeing other realms, the divine. And then lastly is the crown chakra, is when we connect. It's our connection with the divine spirit, with the universe, with God, or however you want to call it. So I just tackle this because these are the energy centers in our body and in our emotional body, spiritual body. So when we are experienced already with different modalities such as Reiki, Seraphim Blueprint, or whatnot, we know, we have the knowledge and we know how to heal by, because you are guided naman by the divine spirit, diba? So when you heal your throat chakra, for example, you cannot say what you want to say. You just really, without even touching your neck, you just send it love. You send it Reiki energy.
Okay.
So you heal that. So for example, if you cannot, if you're not able to say something to your parents or to your kids or to your coworkers, na parang you have not set the right boundaries, so you cannot say things to
Okay.
them. So it's blocked. It means that your throat chakra is blocked, and then you heal it. That's so powerful, but so gentle through Reiki and working with the angels. So you just do that. So that's how it's connected. It's just one example. Another example. So when you are a career guy or a career woman, and all your life you studied so hard, and then when you got into the corporate world, all you did was work, 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 and you didn't have time for yourself. And usually what happens is you are no longer able to spend time for play and
Yes.
pleasure.
Yes.
Play and pleasure, in different forms, like having time for yourself, or having time for your spouse, or playing with your kids, or just creating something, because sacral that's sacral chakra. If you're not able to create, then it's imbalanced, because all you're doing is work, work, work. So we need to be balanced, diba? That's how we say it naman in the physical, that we need to have work life balance, those things. So that energy, that's in your sacral chakra. So that's how we connect it. That's how I connect it. So it's healing. It's not physical, but it's really going down to the root cause. It's how you feel, diba? How you think, and yeah.
Yeah. So given that, how do you manage your, let's say, again, I don't want to assume, but let's say you're outside and you encounter an entitled person in line. Let's say you're in line to get a cup of coffee, and then and baka, yun nga, baka dahil nasa lower vibrations pa ako, pero I would get irritated, and then I would acknowledge, okay, you're irritated because of this, Ben, but then you try to understand this person. Maybe this person is like this and like that. That's how I deal with it. But let's say for you, let's say you get, I don't know what your hot buttons are, pero let's say you get into that situation. How do you adjust, or how do you manage it in a way?
Yeah. So we see others as we see ourselves. It's also like Christ consciousness. How do you see yourself and how you see others? I see them as I see myself. I see them as how I see God, the source, the creator. Because
We're one.
we are one, we
Yeah.
are not separated. And with the knowledge of, like, of course, I subscribe to this belief that we are in physical earth, we are reincarnated, and we are here for a reason. There are karmic situations and all. So I have that knowing that each person, each soul that I encounter here is also undergoing, different situations. So with that knowing, I can be more compassionate. I can be kinder. We are on the same boat,
Uh-oh.
technically speaking.
Yes. Uh-oh.
So I know it's not easy. So that's why it takes, I don't know, I was going to say it takes practice, but what I want to say is it's meditation, diba? Parang we connect to the source through meditation. And meditation comes in different forms. It's not just closing your eyes. It's also like walking in nature, being in nature, or you just walk, but it's already meditative for you. As long as you are communing with God in whatever form, that's meditation. So whatever works for you. And whenever you feel that there is oneness, that's it.
Yes. Uh-oh.
So does that answer your question?
Yes, yes, it answers. Actually, that's the way I see it. It's just hard to relay that to other people who haven't gotten to. Kasi syempre, you cannot change naman that a lot of people. I'm sure in your immediate groups, social groups, a lot of people are still hooked to a belief system, meaning a religious, an Abrahamic or a different religious system. And for them, hindi ko sinasabi na different ako from them in that way. Pero the way I see the world now, because of the people I've talked to, talagang we are one. Talagang we are all. There's a reason that I think it's that way, that there are reason. This is a reason why people are able to read. Let's say just basic reading. How are you able to read another person? Meaning a psychic reading. It's because you're connected. It's because we are one. It's probably a different higher self, yes, but we are all connected through the source. That's the way I see it. So when I have these frustrations outside, that's the way I see it also. To be more compassionate, to be kinder na, okay, this person is also here on earth right now, doing something on a mission, or trying to improve themselves, or trying to experiment with life, diba? So maybe that's why they're doing this. Yun yung justification ko sometimes on why some people are evil, I think, ganon. Baka super jump naman yun, pero baka frustrating is the right word. So sorry, nawala ako sa question. After that session when you had the Seraphim Blueprint, what were the next steps you took to where you are now, to go to where you are now?
Oh,
Was
I
it a
just
gradual thing, or?
okay. It was continuous for me. I was very consistent because I feel called to go through this path, not just for myself, but um, understanding that I have a purpose, a bigger purpose, other than what I'm doing now, right? Parang it's really knowing that, example, you're more than just, this person who is conducting this session. You're more than, example, you're more than just a business owner, you're more than just a corporate person, but really knowing that you are here because you chose to be here, even prior to reincarnating in this lifetime. I guess that's where I am. I'm constantly listening. I learned to listen to source. I listen to intuition. Diba? Parang sometimes, not sometimes, parang what we were taught is to use our logical mind and not listen to our intuition. But actually, it's otherwise. We should listen to our intuition because that is our higher self. And that is the source or God within ourselves. So it's really what comes to mind first is God thought. So we don't think twice. Whatever comes first is the answer to our questions. So I listen and I do not doubt myself. I do not doubt my higher self because I know that it is God's message. It is a divine message. It's a download.
It's a download, yes. So
And I never doubt. I don't doubt. So I just go with the flow, knowing that I'm always guided by the universe, by God, by the spirit, by my spirit guides. So
have you experienced na kasi this is a parang practical thing I've learned from people who have communication with their guides or with other spirits. How do you discern if the message you are getting is actually from a divine source, or kasi from people I've talked to who have had communication with other spirits, they say that even if they are right now talking with let's say higher vibrational entities, from time to time there will be, let's say, tricksters around you trying to manipulate you also to get you to do what they want you to do. So how do you discern where the message is coming from?
well, firstly, we have tools. So
Okay.
that's why for example, we have our protection, and we do not doubt it because it's God Himself. It is
Okay.
the universe Himself. So whatever comes to mind, I don't doubt it.
Okay.
Basically, like I don't entertain the thought of
Deception.
deception. I don't, because the moment that you think of that, then the universe understands that you are in that frequency. So the key is to remain in a certain level, in a certain frequency. So, yeah, versus, in the lower frequency.
Yes, yes.
Because
So
when you're down there, you will really experience and attract these types of energies. So, yeah, this is my experience. And that's what I learned, to never doubt myself and to remain on that frequency.
so you haven't experienced like kasi again, it's different for every person. We haven't experienced like attacks or deception in some way, parang ganon. Hindi
Hey,
wala.
no deception, but siguro maybe I can share with you
Okay.
one experience. Because prior to attending an official Akashic Records class, I tried to do it myself. I haven't shared it with my teacher,
Okay.
but I'm gonna share it with her. I tried to do it myself, just listening on YouTube and all. But when I was trying to do it on my own, like on meditative state, I saw like I don't want to say evil, but you will feel it that it's not divine spirits.
Yes, yes.
So I saw one or two on meditative state, huh? And I knew right then and there that okay, so I don't want this frequency. I need to remove myself from this. So, I just I didn't do it again. So that's
Okay.
why I joined an
The
actual
class.
class
Oo.
to receive attunements. Yeah. So that's one experience I had. And then maybe to share another experience. Um, well, once in a while, parang you will feel that there's something off at home, at
Okay.
condo. So you just really protect yourself.
Okay.
But
Oo.
sometimes the veil is thin, and then there are lots of, diba, parang mga spirits going around. So that's why there are tools to like protect your space,
Okay.
your
Auric
energetic
field. Yes.
field.
Oo. So, can you share any of those tools? Possible ba na mag-share ka ng tools na gamit mo? Or it doesn't have to be specific, but parang, again,
Yeah,
for the listeners, baka if you could help some of them.
yeah, sure, sure. So maybe I think it's visualizing
Okay.
a cocoon of light, and it's around you. It's like an energetic field. Can visualize it's pure light, and knowing that it is divine light protecting you. And once you are protected by that divine light, by that cocoon of light, you know already that nothing can harm you.
Yes,
It's
yes. Oo.
that belief. You believe it.
Okay.
It's a cocoon of light all around you.
Okay.
That's your
Oo.
protection. And then, second would be to ask Archangel Michael to protect you.
Okay.
And there's no limit. You can talk to the angels like every minute, every 10 minutes, every hour. There's no limit. It's limitless.
Yes. Oo.
It's infinite.
Going back to your story sa Akashic, advice ba dun is don't try it on your own, especially if you don't know how to attune yourself properly first before you try to access the records.
Yes, at least that's what I experienced.
Yes. So, oh, yes, no.
Because if you're not guided properly, you will experience that. I think first-hand experience for
Yes.
me. I think it was a message to do it the right way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kasi feeling ko, again, hindi ko naman fina-fault yung listeners. I feel from stories I've heard, some listeners, they try, I mean, I don't want to stop them rin naman, pero some people, they jump into things that they really don't know that much about. Pero syempre, di ba, oh, I've read this book and I've watched a few YouTubes, I can try it. I feel I can try it. And yun nga, sometimes, feeling ko, some things like for me, this is my opinion. Some things like accessing the records, you kind of have to have some sort of guidance na mas, let's say, ayoko naman sabihin na mas credited pero parang let's say mas may strength, may boundaries, may
Yes.
structure, 'di ba?
Yes. Yes.
That's just me. That's just me.
Yes. Maybe for your listeners, I don't know if they've heard already in your past recordings, Akashic Records. Basically, each one of us, each individual, or each soul, we have a record in this in the Akashic Library. So it's in the heavenly realm, or however you want to call it, but it's existing. And all our wisdom, all our deeds, everything, like our past, present, future, everything is stored there. So it's very sacred. It's sacred, and you don't want access it by any other person without your permission.
Yes.
So that's why it has to be very intentional. Like why do you want to access your records? It's always based on intention. That's why I asked you earlier,
Yes.
why do you want to have an Akashic Records? Well, some people would, like you mentioned, diba? Parang it's more of your soul origin, if I got it
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Parang that one naman, parang kunwari, di ba we have star seeds and all. So if you set that intention, I've read for a few people already who wanted to know their soul origin. So parang you saw, but I mean, I was shown on meditative state that they were Lemurians, Atlanteans, Orions, and there are millions, billions of stars. So there are a lot of star seeds there. So I was shown those, and then the others. just, like I have fear of heights, I have fear of the ocean. I cannot, go on a ship because I was shown, like, for that particular instance, that in another lifetime, he or she drowned
Okay, yes.
in the ocean. So those things. And we carry that, diba? It's in our DNA. So
Yes.
that's why we still have that fear. And okay, I'm just receiving a message. So that kind of fear, kasi diba we do not die. We are souls. We are eternal. That's another belief, diba?
Yes.
So basically, only our physical body dies, but our soul is eternal. So that's why we carry that from one lifetime to another and in parallel universes. Diba?
Yes. Yun yung, have you read anyone na from a different, kasi again, these are stories that have been told to me by people who have had Akashic readings na ang readings sa kanila, they are from a different universe entirely. Meaning a different, kunyari, this is our universe where we have Earth developed from the sun, ganon, and the planets are here, and there are planets super far away. Pero their origin is from a different. It's not a parallel universe. It's a different universe entirely, and they skipped. Are there? Ano yung weirdest? Yun na lang. Ano yung mga weird? Oo.
Weirdest. Yeah, okay. So parallel universes, diba? So basically, like you are existing in this present lifetime, but there are also other versions of you in different lifetimes. You could be in a different world. You could be in a star planet, while living here in the present moment now that we are talking.
Yes, yes.
It happens. Like example, maybe my aunt. She'll be more open. She'll be more okay to share,
To share it.
for me to share it. I saw her as a goddess watching over a village
Okay.
in a different world.
Okay.
Yeah. So magnanimous, and she has very long hair, and she has stars on her head, and she appeared in such a magnanimous way, like covering the whole village. So the village would pray to her, and even the kids. So you can think of her like a fairy godmother, but she was a goddess in that lifetime. And she was so beautiful with very long hair and just looking so divine and majestic. But at the same time, she was also existing in another lifetime
Okay.
as a human being.
Okay. So it wasn't a past life. It was a different
Yes.
reality
Yeah, it's both
at the same
are
time.
happening at the same time.
Okay, okay.
It's a totally different belief. It's not diba, natural. It's not common.
Yes.
But I mean, I think there's a purpose why we're talking about it now.
Yes. Oo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's this show. I get, the name escapes me. Dark Matter. I think that's the name of the show. Dark Matter. It came out I think last year sa Apple TV, and hindi, not as let's say para out there na goddess. Pero I believe that. Pero dun sa Dark Matter, it's just someone was able to create a device or a technology that you're able to skip to the different parallel universe. Yes, universes. Tama ba yan? That your life has. Parang ganon. And to get to that location, you have to set your intention. If you're happy and all that, you will go to a happy parallel universe. If you are troubled and all that and scared, you'll go to a parallel universe now. I mean, I'm not sure if ganun yung possibility, pero the way I see it, if you want to kind of, because I've heard of this concept, we can also skip our realities. We can, okay, I want to experience this reality like this. We are able to do that. Some people are able to do that. I'm not sure if we can do it. without training. Pero some are able to do that. I'm not sure if you've seen people or heard of people doing that. They're skipping realities.
I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised because again, nothing is impossible. That's how powerful we are because God is within us. We can do anything.
Yes, I believe that also. Have you experienced? Sorry, have you experienced? I mean, here on your 3D in our 3D reality, have you experienced things na parang, uy, ano yan? That's something new.
Mm, mm. Or maybe we can put it this way.
Okay.
Diba, Disney cartoons, about we have fairies and all. And I'm sure that Disney was inspired by something, maybe an experience, diba? Kids or even adults know about fairies, but fairies do exist. And I saw some in Batangas, like what I shared with you earlier. So they exist. It was the first time for me.
Okay.
It was only a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Yes.
So they exist because I set the intention. Like I want to see the fairies, I want to connect to them, yung ganon. So they show themselves, and it was very different. There are other spirits because again, what it's all about intention. If you set the intention that I want to connect with an elemental, I want to connect with a dwarf, I want to connect with a spirit, then you can do it. It's all about intention because we are energy. We are all energy. When we set the intention, we connect to their energy. And it's going to happen. And surprise yourself.
That's why I've set my intention. I have no intention to see. Kasi feeling ko sometimes when I have these interviews, sometimes I'll feel something or feel something passing by here, moving here, and I'm like, okay. Pero yun nga, I just say, okay, just don't show yourself, okay na ako. And there was this one time I was talking to this tarot reader, and she was telling me all about her experience with the Anunnaki, and she was communicating with them. And I kept prodding her, oh, what about this Anunnaki? And, ganyan. And then suddenly I felt something sa foot ko na parang nag-flick. Sabi ko, okay, stop na ako. May mga ganun na parang, okay, I get the message. So nakakatawa lang na, yeah, sorry, sinare ko lang yung experience
Yeah,
niya.
sure. But you can, again, you can say, remove the fears.
Yeah. For you, parang, ang saya na sa'yo, you just had to say, okay, remove the fear. Di ba? But for others, it has to be a gradual process.
Yeah, it's not easy naman talaga. It's a different experience for each person.
Yeah. Can we go to Akashic again? Sorry, if you don't mind. Okay lang. So, when you do the readings, usually, sige, baka funny siya, pero what are the usual intentions people have?
Beautiful intentions. Okay.
Love life?
Meron.
Okay.
It's really mga yung existential questions. Like,
Okay.
I cannot connect to this world. I'm meant to be somewhere else.
Okay.
So I had that. I had those. And then others were parang, why am I confused? Should I be here? Should I stay here at this workplace? Or should I move to another company?
Yes.
Like these questions. Yeah, diba? Very grounded
Yes, very grounded.
questions. Or a relationship with the parents, relationship with friends. These are the questions. Like, why am I still here? Parang others would ask for guidance. Should I still stay or should I be in, another space where I would feel more safe and comfortable? Or is this my purpose? Is my purpose to be here with my family or should I move out? Those things, grounded questions, like, or fears of, moving out.
Yes.
Very grounded questions.
Oo.
Diba? Some are also about their soul origin.
Do you get the experience sometimes na when you're doing an Akashic reading and then kasi I've heard again, so narinig ko lang, the experience might be different for you. You're doing a reading and then yung guides kinakausap ka na. They're telling you stuff or stopping you from saying something. Does that happen for you?
Yeah, yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Because you just listen, and I know when they want me to say something, and I know what I need to share, because there's that inner knowing. Because when you're connected to the divine, there's that inner knowing that this person is ready to know this information.
Yes, yes. So you agree na again, I support that for me pero baka iba ayaw nila yon. Pero for me I support na there is a there's a proper timing to receive information rin. Kasi sometimes yes, you want to know this, but if it's not the right time for you to receive that message or that information, it might be detrimental or it might not work for you at that moment. So yun nga, so you have that, you get that message sometimes na, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so basically I will not be shown. Because when I do the Akashic reading, maybe for your listeners, it's on meditative state. So my eyes are closed, and then the other person can write down what I'm seeing, because it's like a movie. It's like a movie. So I've seen a lot, like in France, in Africa, in Brazil, like those lifetimes connected to their question, their intention. So I share with them what I see.
Walang out of this world, meaning other planets, other realities. I mean,
A lot. There were a lot.
A lot. Okay.
Yeah, there were a
Okay.
lot. I don't know, maybe that's what I attract.
Okay. Oo.
Diba? It's different.
With that information, how has, I mean, na-mention mo earlier, pero not with this context, pero how do you process the world now? Aside from, I mean, if you're walking down the street, parang with this information, how do you keep grounded? Na lang pala.
How do I keep grounded? We need to be present.
Okay.
We are not if we are not present, then we will just be floating and really not living, because we came here for a purpose, and we chose to be here. We discussed it with our spiritual team, our spirit guides,
Yes.
even before reincarnating here in
In
this
this
present
lifetime.
lifetime.
Yes.
So I have that consciousness, and I'm very much aware. So I need to live. I need to connect with people, like doing this and then being with friends, diba? Being with your family. Because, for example, I have parents, but I'm very sociable. I like being with friends. So when I connect with friends, I also make sure that I spend time with my mom, with my dad, with my siblings, because I know that I need this connection. They also need my connection. And, I just know that I need to be with my friends because they are my soul tribe. Like there's meaning to it, diba? And then I'm also in the corporate world. I know that I'm in this timeline because I am meant to have these encounters with them. So you just do it, diba? But from a more compassionate and kinder, loving eyes
Yes.
or perspective,
Oo,
diba?
oo. Kasi na-imagine ko lang parang if you're at the office tapos may nakakainis na client tapos ito yung alam I mean may understanding ka na sa world tapos parang papaano mo, so yun nga, you have to, again, you said it the way I would say it also na talaga with a compassionate lens
Yes.
to seeing the world. I agree. Can we go naman to sound bath healing? Sorry, di ako familiar talaga. As in, probably this is the first time I've heard of it after na-mention nga nila ng friends natin.
Oh, you
Yung
should.
sound bath.
Yeah, you should. One of these days, I'm working on classes because we just came from the farm at San Benito. We brought participants there. So we had sound bath, Tibetan sound bath healing, and other things. So maybe just a short story. I actually never imagined myself prior to doing it already. When I was young, we were living kasi almost right across the church, Catholic church. And every day, I would hear the bells in the morning, in the afternoon, and also in the evening. And um, sound has always been very close to my heart at a very young age. Not just music, but it's really the vibration, the sound that is created through the vibration. It holds so much meaning to me. And all of a sudden, like just maybe just last year or 2 years ago, I was called to do the Tibetan sound bath healing. And prior to doing that, I had a dream and I was walking with a lot of bells all over me. And then there were people around me, like looking at me and saying, "What is she doing? She's weird." And then on the other side, there were people saying, "Oh, I like the sound that she's creating while she's walking, like, the bells and all. It's very healing." So in that dream, syempre I woke up na, diba? So I knew the message. I knew the message that I am meant to do sound bath healing. Yeah, so I've been doing that and it's been my priority and I connect it. I also use Reiki, Saraphim Blueprint, Akashic Reading when I do sound bath healing. Yeah, it's parang the modern medicine is already catching up. Kasi sound has different frequencies eh. In the same way as we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Diba? So there are different frequencies. Like 432 hertz, it's also for your heart. Diba? So it's just a different modality altogether. But when you hear it, I invite you to experience it also for yourself. Yeah, but I also do one-on-one. It's also by group and all. So parang, after doing the sound bath, kasi sound bath, I also do Reiki healing, and Seraphim Blueprint, angelic healing, and Akashic Records. So sometimes, because I know naman, I have that inner knowing that it's what is needed for the group or for the person that you were doing it for. And when they after that sound bath, when they are back here, frequency, di ba? Parang nakatulala lang, di ba? Parang
Oo.
kasi you bring them to a different frequency, to a different world. So some people, their experiences, um, they're time traveling, astral traveling. So they go to different places, they experience, different lifetimes
Oo.
during sound bath. And then others, because it's also very emotional, diba? So some cry, and then it will take a few days or even weeks or even a month or so. They feel it. So parang, yeah, parang may forgiveness na nangyayari. Yung ganon. So it's that kind of ripple effect.
Yes. Actually nga, I watched this somewhere related to your story nga na you lived in front of a church. Supposedly, the reason they have a bell on top of a church is, well, aside from the announcement to the community, it's a way of cleansing the church also. They're saying that. So that's why may mga theories na some churches took out the bells knowing that. Parang ganon. Para May ibang intention yung ibang, yun yung conspiracy theory na yun. Pero yun nga, may ibang churches daw talaga. They took it out intentionally. Pero it is used for cleansing. Kasi syempre, di ba, with all the baggage you have when you go to church, it has to be cleansed. Pero what do you use? Parang, if pwede siya share, do you have like, sa speakers lang ba siya? Or do you have like an instrument that helps get to
Yeah,
that frequency?
yeah. It's the Tibetan singing bowls.
Ah, okay.
It's metal. It's from Nepal.
Okay.
I have 7 bowls, and then there are also for other people use crystal bowls.
Ah,
And
crystal balls. Okay.
yeah, but it's it's also very soothing. It will get you to where you want to go.
Oo. Oo, oo.
And then I recently went to Taiwan. Actually, I just came back yesterday from Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then iba talaga, cause I attracted it. Parang we went to a province. It's just 2 hours away, and then we went to a museum, like an old train museum, and there was a store, and then they were selling, like in the movies, like Korean or Chinese movies, there are shamans, and then they have this instrument or thing, and then it's like ching, ching, ching. I found those and then I bought 2. So I know that it was a divinely guided experience for me. I mean, I was able to purchase it. I've always imagined that I'm a shaman and then I manifested it.
Yes.
So I'm going to include that
With
in
the
my
sound bath. Oo.
sound bath sessions. And there's you can use different musical instruments also. I bought guqin in Taiwan also, but I haven't really learned how to play it, but it's very healing. There's like chimes which produce different tones, so I use chimes. And yeah, different instruments, but it's really the Tibetan singing bowls as the main instrument.
Is it advisable? Kasi I know a few listeners, para meron sila ng isang bowl lang yan. Hindi ko lang kung Tibetan bowl ngayon, pero meron sila ng bowl na may high frequency na sound. Is it
Yeah.
advisable to do it for yourself also? I mean,
Yes.
just to, yeah, okay. How do you know when to get to that tone? Or each bowl ba does just have one sound, one frequency, or you can change, you can adjust it naman, meaning depending on your movement.
Well, each bowl that I have and other sound bath healers, minimally we have 7 bowls, and it has different. It produces different tones,
Okay.
and it's also. I talked about chakras earlier.
Yes, yes.
It's also like do re mi fa sol la ti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there are different bowls and different combinations. When you hit them, it's similar to the sound of a cathedral's bell,
Yes,
something
yes.
like that.
So normally, do you do it there? Kunyari, nafe-feel mo merong something, you do the sounds, you use the bowl
Yes,
in your house.
yes, I do. I do it every day
Ah, okay.
whenever I meditate. In the
Ah,
morning, in the evening. It's
okay.
part of my meditation because it gets me to that frequency.
Yes, yes.
Parang other people, diba, they take some, what do you call it, like a medicine.
Yes, DMT or yung mga ano, yes, oo.
Yeah,
To get there.
to get there. Or mushrooms, all
Yes.
this thing. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you don't need to actually take it because you can get there through sound bath.
Through sound, yes, oo. Yun nga yung po-point out ko na, again, for some people who are afraid to try plant medicine, kasi di ba, mas, yun yung classification. For me, parang mas safe ang sound bath. Kasi wala kang intake eh. I guess sound bath healing is, for me, it is a safer alternative depending on your, kasi we have different bodies eh. We don't know what plants will not work with us properly, di ba? Baka yun lang, baka that's just me, that's just my fear. Pero yeah, sound bath maganda nga.
Yeah. And yung sound bath kasi it's different also when you include or you integrate Reiki healing or any other energy healing that you do. Because, diba, parang it's I don't want to say more powerful, but maybe for the lack of a better word, it's powerful. Sound bath together with energy healing.
Ah, yes, oo. So parang in a way combo siya, no? Kasi with different healing modalities, iba rin naman na target mong I guess diagnosis in a way, hindi ba? With Reiki, it's sa chakras bang Reiki hindi rin naman sa energy, no? It's energy healing.
Yeah, it's energy healing, and the divine knows where you need healing the most. So it will go to those chakras and heal your emotional state, spiritual and all, and physical also.
Do you believe that? I mean, baka maging controversial, pero I've talked with a few, not all believe this or agree with me kasi I believe it, na if there's something, let's say you were mentioning earlier, if there's something with your throat chakra and you do not address it, eventually it manifests in physical reality.
Yes.
Okay, oo.
I don't know, like maybe thyroid, or you always get coughs and you need to take medicine for it, antibiotics and all, because you're not healing from it. Actually, if you're addressing the physical, you have to take antibiotics and whatever, right? But in reality, there's a root cause, diba?
Yes,
Parang
yes,
you are meant to share something.
yes.
You need to speak your truth. Versus, yeah. So maybe for your listeners, they can try that.
Oo. Yes, yes, oo.
if
True.
it's if their throat is getting itchy or something, or if they're coughing, try to self-reflect, like, am I supposed to share something? Am I supposed to say this to my dad, or say this to my kids, or share something to a group of people or to a community? What I'm itching to say. Maybe I need to share what I know. Preach or something, diba? Yung ganon. Then you will notice, just observe that, oh, it's gone. I don't have my tonsillitis anymore. I'm not coughing anymore. Yung ganon. It happened to me. That's why
Ah, okay.
it's my example.
Yes. Personal experience for you. Yung ano.
Yes,
Oo.
yes.
A usual question I get from people who listen to the podcast is how to communicate with your guides. So again, different people have different styles and different methods. For you, how do you communicate with your guides?
Okay. So you just need to be still. In stillness. So maybe sit down and feel very relaxed, and you set up the space you are in. Some people are comfortable in lighting a candle, but you don't really have to. And just in a very relaxed state, like being aware that your jaws are unclenched and your forehead is clear, to be in that state of calm, quieting the mind, and can close your eyes and just connecting to the divine source in your head, in your mind. Like, example, I'm calling upon Archangel Michael. I am here. I know you're listening. I have this issue or whatever. I raise it up to you. Please take it away from me. Or I have fears and I want to be free from this situation or from this person. Um, cut the cords, cut the energetic cords from these people or from these situations. Let me be free. And then you just feel it in your body that it's being cut from you. Yun. And then it's also a form of meditation when you connect, diba? And maybe if it would help, so I'm getting this message that when you're sitting, you just visualize that a pure white light enters the soles of your feet, and it's very gentle and very calm. It's slowly going up from the soles of your feet, and then to your ankles, to your legs, to your knees, and then going up to your hips, to your navel area, to your heart, and knowing that this is divine light, and it's healing you, and it's connecting you to the source. And then also visualizing from the top of your head that you open it up, that you're ready to receive the cosmic light. And it's moving slowly down to your forehead, to the back of your head, feeling it on your eyes, on your eyeballs, your cheeks, and then your throat. And this cosmic light is just flowing so gently in every part of your body. And you remember that you are light, you are one with the source. So it's a form of meditation. And then connect with the source, with your angels.
Ako, I can get, let's say, I can, maybe, I can get to that point. But for some people, talaga na, if you haven't come to that part of acceptance about being connected to the source. Kasi feeling ko, some people who cling to their dogmatic religious beliefs, parang they have a harder time. I have to connect it to their belief system, no? Yun yung mahirap i-explain for some people na hindi yun yung understanding na our oneness with the source. Kaya feeling ko talaga the reason we get prophetic dreams, the reason we have we can kind of see the future in a way is because it's all connected, di ba? It's just you're receiving the signal. Kaya feeling ko, if I don't know if you will agree with it, feeling ko the Akashic library or the Akashic whatever that source is also the way some people are able to read another person. Oh, I feel you're gonna get into an accident. How did that person get that information? Kasi feeling ko, in a way, that person connected with the source, with the Akashic data.
Exactly.
No?
Exactly. And you just believe and trust that these are divine messages. Diba? We do not doubt it. Yeah. Well, to your point, of course we respect the beliefs of everyone, and it's not, I mean, it's not easy, and we don't force. So
Yes.
whoever is ready to receive the information, then we connect with them.
Okay. Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. Last question. Do you get, ano ba? Do you get, pero have you had experiences na parang sabihin nila, oh, what you're doing is not correct, not right. It's the work of the devil and stuff like that. Curious lang ako if you get that sometimes.
No.
Okay,
Actually,
good.
no. Maybe because I'm not attracting that, and the people
Okay.
around me, for example, my family, extended family, I'm not saying that they fully believe what I say, but
Yes.
they respect my beliefs,
Okay.
and they listen to me.
Oh, you're lucky that
They're
way.
yeah, they're open. Yeah, so I think I have that protection, the one that I shared with you earlier. So it's protecting me from these other energies that I don't want to get to me.
Yes. Invade your space. That's true.
Yeah, well, I'm also fortunate to have supportive family and friends, and for you know having this community that I have now. So who I mean, for your listeners, they can connect with me, they can connect, and then I can connect them with my community. So they can be at a safe space. They can share their stories, they can, align with us, talk to me, diba? So, and I am here to listen also and share with them these things because I experienced that prior to um, discovering this. It was back in 2018. The first time that I got into Reiki, into that class, then I was seeing like oracle cards, tarot, and all. I was like, oh, I feel heard. I feel seen. I belong here. Like, I'm so grateful that this kind of community exists. So they are all welcome. Everybody's welcome.
Where can they reach you, Camille, if ever they want to reach out?
Oh, I have an Instagram. It's Spirit of Kami. Kami. Spirit of Kami.
So it's mostly on Instagram if they want to get in touch or get a reading or get a sound bath
Yes.
healing. It's
Yes.
Spirit of Kami. Okay. Sige. Thank you, Camille. Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you again, Camille. If you have further questions about her practice, you can reach her at Spirit of Kami on Instagram. So the link for that will be in the show notes. If you're interested about the Akashic Records, I'll share older episodes where it was tackled or talked about. If you have experiences with your Akashic Records, with guardians of the records, or Akashic readings that you might want to share, you can email me at paranormalsph@gmail.com. If you enjoyed these type of conversations, you might want to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Twitter X, Apple Podcast, and Bricka-Brecka-Brook. New episodes every Thursday, 1:37 p.m. on YouTube, and Tuesday the next week on Spotify, 7 p.m. We also have deep dive episodes in English and Tagalog every Tuesday, 11 a.m. In case this is your first encounter with the podcast, hello. It is a collection of first-hand experiences with the paranormal. I would suggest you go through the older episodes and start with episode 1. Link will be in the show notes. Before we end, we'll just read a few comments from episode 182, The Witch. From S. for Shan, I think the tuburan she's referring to is the tuburan here in Cebu. So hi S. for Shan, yep, I think baka nga sa Cebu because I think Kat is based in Cebu, if I remember correctly. From Lay L naman, alam ko yan building na sinasabi niya, lol. Na-experience namin yan lalo na sa training room at elevator. Ayun, sa mga gustong malaman kung saan yung building na yon, balikan niyo yung episode 182, The Witch. Meron daw sa training room and elevator as confirmed by Lay L. Comment naman ni Panyang, Witch Hat Atelier ba yan, Sir Nick? Hi Panyang, yes! Aliw na aliw ka sa manga na yun. Witch Hat Atelier. Ang ganda ng art, and siguro dahil mahilig ako sa drawing, interesting yung parang magic mechanics na nandun sa manga. So, if mahilig kayo sa magandang art, comic art, and magic yung theme, and maganda rin naman yung kwento, ayan, basahin nyo, Witch Hat Atelier. And last na natin na comment from Chroma naman. Tama si Direk, anong ethics for somebody to be deserving of a curse? Unfair yun. Sabi nga sa Charmed, our job is to protect the innocent, not punish the guilty. Aba, hi Chroma, parang meron ka pang quotation galing sa Charmed. Pero I wouldn't say na tama ako. It's just that yun yung aking pananaw. And baka let's say, mas nag-agree ka sa point of view ko. This ends our comment section for this episode. If you have comments, questions, or violent reactions, feel free to leave them on Spotify, YouTube, or in the socials. Of course, before we end, I won't forget to give a shout out to our paranormal Patreons and coffee supporters. Thank you April, Aryan, Z, Biker Mama, Emrys, J3, Justine, Laura, Leia H, Mark, Kent, Yad, Hotaru, JRS, Janelle, Chris, Francine, Fallen, Joe, Kim, Leia J, Jella, Aimee, Eleanor, and Gracie. Patreon is one of the ways you can support the podcast. If you want to know what the perks are to being a Patreon, like joining calls or getting advanced episodes, just click on the link in the show notes. If you want to support the podcast in other ways, you can always share your favorite episodes to like-minded friends and family. The Paranormal Podcast is engineered and produced by F90 Productions. Thank you everyone for listening. Please stay safe. Hello peoples! Alam ko na-discuss na rin ni Camille partially yung Akashic Records nga. Pero daanan lang natin ng mabilis. Kung let's say, again, research ko lang, ano nga ba yung Akashic Records? Baka lang mas gusto nyong, again, sort of a deeper dive. So, unang nalaman ko yung Akashic Records actually sa episode ni Miss May. Episode 52 yon. Then, may ilan guests rin ang nakapag-Akashic Reading. So, ayun, nalagay ko yung links na yun sa show notes. Meron link actually rin nung deep dive into Akashic Reading based on several books about Akashic Records. Well, according sa same sources nung deep dive, ang Akashic Records ay parang universal archive ng lahat ng naisip natin, nasabi natin, emotion natin, and actions natin across all realities at dimension. Kumbaga, kung may parallel realities, nare-record din yun. Kunyari, lumiko kang kaliwa dito sa ibang parallel reality, lumiko ka sa kanan, naka-record yun. Parang gano'n. So, para sa ibang gusto na ma-access yung records nila, ginagamit nila para makita kung ano yung karmic pattern nila, kung ano yung influence ng past life nila, or for others, yung gusto nila malaman yung true purpose of their soul. Ang isang na-mention na mga napakinggan ko na diniscuss rin sa about Akashic Records, may theory sila na dark matter is actually data. Kasi sabi nila, may weight ang data. Literal data na, let's say, hard drive. Di ba nagsisave ka ng data sa hard drive? Meron nag-weigh nun na kung empty kung yung hard drive, walang laman na data versus yung hard drive na puno ng data, may small change sa weight ng hard drive. So parang point nila, yung theory nila, na yung dark matter actually that is observed throughout the universe, throughout the galaxies, throughout our known universe, possible daw, theory ng iba, na possible yun yung Akashic. Kasi nagsistore ng data ng lahat ng possibility. Parang ganon. Kasi may mass, supposedly may mass yung dark matter pero hindi natin nakikita, kumbaga. Hindi ko na natanong kay Camille pero curious ako kung ano ba nga yung mga guardian ng Akashic Records. Anong entity sila? Parang yun lang bang task nila na magbantay, or connected ba sila sa atin? Or connected ba sila sa higher being natin? So according sa sources ng deep dive, ang tawag sa guardians ay yung Lords of the Records, keepers of the gates of the Akashic Records. So yun nga, or guardians lang. Supposedly, group sila ng non-physical light beings na nagwo-work on a cosmic or universal level. So kumbaga trabaho nila yun. Primary responsibility nila yung safety and integrity of the Akashic Records. Yung keepers of the gates ang nagdedesisyon kung sino ang pwede at bawal mag-access ng information. So sa mga nakapag-Akashic Records na dyan, reading, merong ganun. May pinapaalaman bago mabasa yung records mo. Sabi nga, minsan daw, nagde-decide rin yung mga keepers of the gates na ano ba yung information na i-share nila or hindi nila i-share sa'yo. Depending on your, let's say, current position in life. Depende nga daw kung makakatulong ang information or nasa tamang timing. May ibang nagsasabi na rin sa nabasa ko na si Metatron yung overseer, supposedly, ng Akashic Records. Kaya isa rin sa mga theory ko is yung mga tao na may biglang download sa mga past life or pag may bigla silang reading and nakikilala na yung tao just by looking at these people, feeling ko there's probably way na na-access nila yung Akashic Records ng tao o natatap nila. Kasi paano nila nalalaman yung past life ng tao, yung mga ginawa ng tao. So feeling ko may sort of access sila. Yun lang nga, nagpaalam ba sila bago nila ma-access? So may mga hacker pala dyan. So yun lang muna. I'll make sure to leave the link of the Akashic Records deep dive sa show notes for those of you who want to learn more about it. Okay? So see you next week, guys.